Have you ever felt like an unseen thread was pulling at your heart, pointing to a link that wasn't normal? Today, we're going to talk about the idea of manifestation, which is a very interesting part of our spiritual paths. Dolores Cannon's deep work, which is a genius in the field of psychic links and past life regressions, gave us ideas for this talk. Her groundbreaking ideas about the journey of the soul give us a lot of knowledge as we go through these mysterious seas. A strong spiritual tool is manifestation, which is the process of making our thoughts and wishes come true. But have you ever thought that someone else's manifestations might be centered on you? Yes, someone out there might be sending their thoughts and feelings towards you, and they might not even be aware of it. In this video, we are using Dolores Cannon's lessons as a guide. We will talk about the small signs that show when someone is emerging in you. Let's go on this trip together to learn more about these links and how they manifest in our daily lives. Sign 1. Thoughts of the person all of a sudden. Today, in the first part, we'll talk about an interesting event that many of us may have had but not fully understood. Someone suddenly showing up in our thoughts. This event isn't just a memory or a thought that comes to mind. Dolores Cannon taught us a lot about the power of thoughts and energy, especially when it comes to soul links. She said that these quick thoughts can be a big sign of manifestation. Dolores Cannon's thorough research showed that our thoughts are more than just conversations going on inside our heads. They are also powerful forces that link us to other people in the spiritual world. When someone is creating you, their energies and thoughts can reach you. Often, this shows up as quick, strange thoughts about them. This can happen, especially when our minds aren't thinking as much, like when we're doing boring things. When these things happen, our inner mind, which is very sensitive to other people's emotions, opens up more. Let's look at some examples that fit with what Cannon found. Imagine that you're doing something normal, like doing the dishes or going for a walk, when all of a sudden you start to think about someone you met quickly, maybe even in a past life regression session. These thoughts seem to come up out of the blue and have nothing to do with what you're doing or what you're thinking. This could very well be a sign that your souls are linked and are trying to reach you through their manifestations, says Cannon. It's important to be aware of these quick thoughts and think about them. Dolores Cannon stressed how important it was to see these times as possible spiritual links. They might be a sign of a stronger link or a message from a person that you have a deep connection with that goes beyond time and space. When you suddenly think about someone for no clear reason, you might want to consider that it might be more than just a random thought. It could be a sign of a greater spiritual manifestation, which is an idea that comes from Cannon's work that changes people. Sign 2. Feelings you didn't expect. Having love or caring feelings for someone out of the blue is a deep sign that fits with Dolores Cannon's ideas about soul-level relationships. Cannon looked into the depths of soul bonds, which are ties that go beyond the way we usually feel attracted to someone. She showed how the soul can recognize someone from its journey, whether it's from a past life or a deep spiritual link. This can manifest as strong, sudden feelings of attraction or love. For empaths who are sensitive to other people's powers and emotions, these feelings can be very strong. In a lot of her writing, Cannon talks about how empaths are more sensitive to subtle forces and unsaid links, which can make them feel these sudden emotions more deeply. These emotionally driven feelings are very different from other kinds of love. They don't come from shallow things like looks or similar hobbies, but from a deep understanding of each other's souls. When you recognize someone, you often feel like you know them or resonate with them on a deep level. This makes the feelings stronger and harder to explain. Cannon's lessons stress how normal and important these deep ties are. They're not just feelings, they have a deeper meaning for us on our spiritual path and lead us to important connections, lessons, and growth. These emotions are part of the soul's way, and they often lead us to people who are very important to our spiritual growth. Knowing that these strong emotions are a normal part of the soul's process of connecting and recognizing helps us feel better. The work of Dolores Cannon shows that these feelings are spiritual compass points that help us grow as people and as spiritual beings. Sign 3. Big changes in mood that happen quickly. Dolores Cannon's lessons about psychic links and past life factors can have a big effect on people who have sudden and big mood changes. A lot of study by Cannon and regression treatment show that our souls remember and feel things from past lives. Encounters in our present life can bring up these dormant memories, making us feel a range of feelings that may not seem to fit with the current situation. When you meet someone from a past life, for example, you might feel anything from happiness to a strong sense of familiarity or even discomfort. These aren't just mental emotions, they're echoes of past events that are still echoing in the present, which is an idea that Cannon looked into a lot. Cannon pushed for methods to keep spiritual and emotional balance in order to deal with these strong or mysterious emotional reactions. Meditation, which helps you feel grounded and clear your thoughts, works especially well. It gives us a place to work through and let go of these emotions in a healthy way, instead of letting them take over. Being mindful and aware of yourself are also very important. Being aware of our thoughts and where they come from helps us understand our mental state better. Cannon's advice for living a healthy spiritual life also includes doing things that are good for our spiritual health, like going for walks in nature or artistic projects. Cannon stressed how important it is to be able to recognize and deal with the effects of links and forces from past lives. Understanding these links will help us better handle our feelings and use them as tools for mental growth and development. We recognize our journey and the deep links our souls have made over many lifetimes as we become more in tune with these energies and learn how to control them. By embracing Cannon's vision, we improve our lives with the knowledge of our present and the wisdom of our past. This helps us deal with mental difficulties with more understanding and strength.
Fourth sign, a sense of déjà.
In this interesting section, we talk about the interesting feeling of déjà vu, especially when you meet someone new. This feeling, which is deep and often confusing, fits perfectly with what Dolores Cannon says, especially about soul links and past lives. A lot of the work that Dolores Cannon has done on spiritual paths and past lives has helped us understand the feeling of déjà vu. It seems like this feeling of comfort we get when we meet certain people isn't just a mental trick, she said. Instead, it could be a sign of a greater link between minds that was planned ahead of time. Cannon says that these moments of recognition are signs of the soul's journey through different lives. It's possible that our paths have crossed with these people in past lives, or that they are very important to our present spiritual journey. Let's look at some examples to show what I mean. Suppose you meet someone for the first time and instantly feel like you know them or have met them before. Or maybe going to a place you've never been before, but feels familiar and at ease. Cannon says these feelings of déjà vu could be the soul remembering links from a past life or a sign of a strong spiritual bond that goes beyond time and space. Cannon's lessons tell us not to write off these feelings of déjà vu as coincidences, but to be open to them and look into them. We are asked to think about them as possible signs of a deep spiritual link. These moments can be very important signs from our mind that lead us to people who may have been on our soul's journey in past lives, or who are meant to play a key role in our current spiritual path. Accepting these feelings of déjà vu as part of our spiritual journey can help us learn amazing things about our soul's journey and how it all connects. As Dolores Cannon so eloquently put it, our lives are linked in ways we don't always understand, and these feelings of déjà vu give us looks into the vast fabric of our soul's experiences across lifetimes. So the next time you have déjà vu, think about what psychic lessons or greater links it might be sending you. 5. They make you happy. We're going to talk about how high vibrational energies can make you feel better. This idea comes from Dolores Cannon's lessons. In her writing, she talks about the strength of good energy and how it has a big impact on our spiritual links, which is an important part of the process of manifestation. When someone is manifesting you, Dolores Cannon thought, they send high vibrational energies your way. This can be done by doing things like being grateful, which Cannon thought was very important for mental health. It can have a big effect on your emotional state when someone directs these good energies at you. It fits with Cannon's ideas about energy sharing and the aura that this good energy can spread. Let's talk about that. Your energy level can naturally rise when you're with someone whose high vibrational energy is helping you manifest. This change can give you a real sense of better health, happiness, or a sudden surge of good vibes. To see what I mean, think about times when you feel surprisingly better when you're with someone, or when your mood changes for the better after talking to them. These events are not random. They are in line with Cannon's ideas about how our forces are linked. These good changes can happen because of how the thoughts and emotions of others affect us. Positive energy's manifestation can take many different forms. It could be getting praise or statements out of the blue that make you feel better, or it could just be feeling happy and hopeful when you're with certain people. These exchanges show how Cannon's lessons about how good energy and goals can change our spiritual paths work in real life. Sign 6. A clear presence in your dreams. Dolores Cannon's studies of past lives and the subconscious mind showed that dreams can be a way for someone who is creating you to let you know they are there. There are many different ways that this manifestation appears in dreams. Some people may see the face or body of the person who is presenting them in their dreams. This picture is clear and vivid and may appear in different dream situations. For some, it might be a stronger but less obvious feeling, like someone is watching or with them in the dream, even if they can't see them. One important thing about these dream meetings is that they keep happening. It could be a sign of strong manifestation efforts if the same person or sense of presence shows up over and over for several nights or weeks. Cannon's teachings say that our subconscious mind is deeply linked to the spiritual worlds and can receive such deep messages. This constant presence that reaches out to you on a subconscious level fits with these ideas. These dream encounters are often strange and hard to explain. Especially when it appears in dreams that seem unconnected to our daily lives, the presence's purpose may not be instantly clear. But the fact that it keeps showing up has a lot of meaning. It suggests a greater link or message that needs to be understood. These dreams can make you feel a wide range of emotions, from curiosity to unease, especially because they keep happening and are easy to notice. Cannon sees spiritual meetings as deep and sometimes mysterious events that fit with this. These things are meant to make us curious and push us to learn more about the secrets of our soul's journey. To figure out what these dreams mean, you should think about them and see if they could be messages or signs from greater psychic links. It was mentioned by Cannon that dreams can help us understand the journey of our soul and the links we have with other people, both in this life and in past lives. Sign 7. Waking up to your spiritual connection. A key moment in the journey is when a person feels a sudden, mysterious desire to learn more about their inner self. This event goes beyond common spiritual views or practices and is very much in line with Dolores Cannon's lessons on spiritual growth and soul links. It could manifest as a fresh interest in spiritual books and practices, meditation, or reflection. People who are creating you may be sending you this drive to connect with the spiritual world. If they send spiritual energy at you, it might make your spirit answer in kind, which could help you understand your inner world better. It's normal to feel like something or someone is trying to spiritually reach out to you, but is blocked by your thoughts, feelings, or beliefs. These hurdles, which used to get in the way of deeper relationships or self-awareness, make the soul long or look. How you understand this inner call is very important. It's often a sign of an attempt to make a mental link. It helps to be more in touch with your inner self in order to see and understand these manifestations. Cannon's focus on mental growth and becoming more self-aware leads this process. Spending time on quiet practices, writing in a book for self-reflection, or doing other activities that promote spiritual growth can help strengthen this spiritual link. Cannon says that we should take care of our spiritual selves so that we can understand and connect with others more deeply. Now, remember that you are both the maker and the made as we come to an end. The things you want and intend to happen can come true, and you may also be the center of other people's manifestations. The way these forces interact is like a dance between souls, with each step leading us to a better understanding and relationship. Accept the mysterious person in your dreams, the call to reconnect with your spiritual side, and the constant urge to learn more about yourself on a spiritual level. The world and those who manifest you have left you these spiritual clues. As you move forward, pay attention to these signs. They are the spiritual breadcrumbs that will lead you to more growth, connection, and self-discovery. There are an endless number of options in the world, and you are an important part of its beautiful creation. So take a brave step into the unknown, because the secrets of manifestation and spiritual links may help you find the extraordinary in everyday things and in yourself.